It's the unknown, the unknown. It's time to go into the light. I feel the calming energy. I see the darkness coming.
All right. What's good, everyone? What is good? I hope you guys are having a phenomenal day today. It is June 13th, 2023. It's a good day. It's a good fucking day. Why is that? Why is that? Well, for a number of reasons. All right. This morning, there was CPI, right? Consumer Price Index, I believe. Yeah. So what is that? Consumer price index is a measurement of inflation. Now, I also believe that it's bullshit because what they can do, I didn't know this until I think it was last year or the year before, but they can take the prices of the items, right? They can interchange them, you know what I mean? So they can take something they don't want to measure and swap it out with something they do want to measure. So that is not accurate. You know what I mean? So they can basically make the inflation number whatever they want. I've been saying that for a really long time. And that's what I believe to this day. Okay. So, you know, you see who's winning today. You know what I mean? Again, not to be egotistical, but you see who's winning today, right? A lot of people on Twitter blowing their accounts or getting their face ripped off, but yet our shit is going up. Dow's going up. JP Morgan's going up. Wells Fargo going up. I don't know about the current. I didn't really look at the currencies. So what you have to realize is what you learn here obviously works. Okay? Because we've been watching Dow. Have we not? Have we not been watching Dow? Have we not been watching for these triple highs? Did we not notice that weeks ago? A couple months ago, maybe? I'm not sure the timing, to be honest with you. When we actually were looking for this, probably closer to May or late April, I'm sure. We took a heavy pullback, and now we're sprinting there. Sprinting there. So you see everybody, oh, I fucking lost my account. I did this. Our shit is going up. Okay? So you gotta follow somebody who knows what the fuck is going on. Okay? And I'm not the only one. I'm not the only YouTuber that, you know, knows some stuff. There are other people out there that know what they're doing. Okay? But, you know, if you're going to go into CPI, that's fine. If you want to trade CPI, do what you got to do. Okay? And I put the tweets on here because I'm waiting for that to get hit so I can go talk my shit on Twitter, but my timing was pretty bad. Not that I was really trying to time it, but the timing was pretty bad because we didn't do shit for a while. That's okay. But anyway, so CPI was 730. Okay? We might have to take that off of there so we don't get distracted. And I actually do need to finish my lunch if you guys don't mind. I know I'm a little bit late today. I'm sorry, but I gotta eat something. You know what I mean? I gotta fucking eat sometime. I mean, we'll eat on the charts and then we'll eat in real life. You know what I mean? But we got to eat on the charts first. You understand? Food can wait. Okay. Trading is real life. All right. So you can feel free to write that one down. But anyway, so there's this general consolidation here. Okay. Markets move sideways, especially during London. That's fine. Leading up to CPI, you can expect that. Okay. So you guys tell me in a few words, why does the market consolidate prior to news? Okay, you let me know. And don't forget, I put that in the chat. We put an alert. Let me see if I can pin this real quick. We did put an alert at the daily triple highs, which is DJI at 34,342.32. Okay. Why can't I go back? Unless that's the beginning of the chat. But anyway, what's good? Willow, Marinos, Josh, Priyanka, Trillionaire, Pete, Kevin, I Spy, Marwin, Vadu, Trillionaire. We got a lot of people in here today. What's good, Jesse? And Nikki. My chair is lower. I think it's because I was playing Counter-Strike yesterday. My aim was fucked up, so I had to push my chair down a little bit so I could have a little bit better aim in Counter-Strike, but not that we're going to go over that. I mean, we could, but probably not going to. Probably not going to. Guys, real quick, do me a favor, drop a like on the video. See if we can get picked up by the YouTube matrix, or I mean, the algorithm. Cable at new highs today. I'm lit. Oh, trillionaire still long cable. We'll take a look at that as well. That's good. Trillionaire has patience, unlike everybody else. Timing may have been early, but it's still played it. Well, it's not done yet. Shit, if anything, we're taking a little pullback here in the afternoon. But overall, where did my tweet go? That moved all the way over there. I'll probably fix it later, but I don't like when they're all like this and it's all like moved like that. I'd rather just keep it straight. So we'll see. But that's where our alert is at right now. All right, so you guys are saying to generate liquidity, build liquidity on either side. There's no big money move in the market, so small money traders are setting orders, top and bottom. I'll take that. Probably our best answer today from Nikki. To allow opportunity for lots of traders to make opinions, I'll take that as well. What's good, Andres? What's good, Slice? I think that's how you say that. What am I looking for now? I just mentioned that. I'm looking for higher Dow. So, yeah, we'll go back to what I was talking about. And Dow is pretty weak today. I mean, it's hesitant to like keep rallying. So we'll see. We'll see what we do. But yes, so back to the point of CPI. And I'll go over this again later on tonight's market review for tier 1 and up members today. So, all right, back to the point. Now my lunch is going to get cold, but it's cool. Buy stops above some highs and sell stops below lows. So you see when CPI, you see what it does. I don't know what it did first. I can't tell. I didn't even watch it. I slept like a fucking rock last night, to be honest. So I definitely slept through this, and that's okay. I don't care, because I'm not trading it anyway. So according to the 15-second chart, we went lower first. All right, great. I needed that information. So we went lower, triggering those sell stops, right? So traders are getting in on the wrong side. Okay. How do you know that's the wrong side? At the time of the news, you really don't. You really don't. But, thanks, Kevin. You don't know if that's going to be the low just based on consolidation, right? It running lower because it could have ran, further down. But you guys know what we've been doing on the higher time frame. We've been bullish on the higher time frame. So this movement lower, I'm not going to say to long that. I didn't long it. I'm not telling you to long that. That's not what I'm saying. So don't get it twisted, okay? But you see what has transpired since then. Okay, it does come up to get buy stops in, but it does drop back down. And I think, to me, that's to put pressure on traders who are long, because they get in and then they see it quickly go against them. You guys already know what happens when you're in a trade and it instantly goes against you. What happens? Your heart starts beating fast. I'm gonna keep it professional, but you get nervous, right? You start sweating a little bit. I understand, especially if you over leverage. Don't fucking over leverage. But people do it. People do it. Let's be honest, right? We'll be authentic. Okay, people do it. So that puts pressure on them. Then it rallies, retraces back into the consolidation. So study that. Okay, I don't just point this out to you just for the fun of it. I mean, I just drew a general consolidation. I didn't draw it on any specific level. So don't sit here and try to duplicate what I'm doing in general sense here. But to be more specific, sure, we do have my microphone stand in the way. That's definitely what we have. Well, I have that. But it's cool. So you do have a mitigation opportunity right there. Okay, why is that? Well, to be fair, it is hard to say, and I probably wouldn't have looked at it that way. But in hindsight, you do have that low, high, and then that lower low here from the news. And then we rallied. So if you think about it, and I don't really talk a lot about structure. I'm not really all that big on structure. The mitigation model has it, which you guys will get tomorrow. But this extension lower here, you do have these up candles, which it trades back into. And I don't know if there's any imbalance in here. There might be on a 15-minute. So there's your mitigation model playing out. Okay. That's why I teach the mitigation model, because this shit happens all the fucking time. All the time. Okay, I still see people that are like, oh, I missed a trade, you know, and get all fucking mad. And that used to be me too. But this is why it's I come on here. I used to do this on my old channel that was rug pulled, unfortunately. But you know, we're gonna be here on YouTube and we're gonna rectify that bullshit. But you gotta understand, I teach this model because this plays out all the time. There hasn't been 1 week in the last like year, maybe 2 years, that this has not played out that I did not show you. Period. Some of my students that have been with me for a while, Nikki, I think you've been here for a while. I don't know if Allie's in here today. I don't think I saw her today. But I've had students for a long time, and you can I don't know what the fucking word is for that. Verify, right? You can verify that the market has been doing that because you've been watching it every week. Maybe not every day, but at least once or twice a week, some shit like this happens. Imbalance, mitigation, overlap, not low of the day, but close to the low of the day or close to the high of the day, period. And these are the types of trades that I love. Okay, I do take other trades, like different setups, but that to me is just like chef's kiss, bro. Chef's kiss, 100%. Okay. So that does take place. Now, the reason I didn't tweet down here is because at 8:30, shit, I was still in bed. I didn't get out of bed till 8:35, 8:40. So I got to open my eyes, grab breakfast, which is a rain, by the way, not paid sponsorship, but that's breakfast. Then I hop on the charts and look at it. Okay. So I was a little bit late, and that's okay. I'm not trading that. And I'm glad I didn't long, because I probably would have got stopped out on this second or third run lower anyway. But it's, you know, not that big of a deal. So yes, heavy manipulation, then the mitigation, right? After it showed its hand. Okay? After it showed its hand. Margin called. Yeah. How does the saying go? Who is Margin and why is she calling? That was one of the first streams we did here on YouTube. We got to bring that back. Built an imbalance on lower time frame, took out buyers, anyone who was in any open profit. Yeah. Allow for smart money to get in to continue bullish movement. Exactly. Was good, Olu. Took that trade on the Dow today. Exactly how you... Oh, shit. Who was that? Andreas. Andreas took that. Man, that's beautiful. That is beautiful. Are you still in that? Because that's awesome. That's a good job, man. That's real good. And if you give me 2 seconds, man, I'm literally almost done with my lunch. I'm just gonna turn the camera off for just a minute. I don't want people to come on here and be like, what the fuck is this guy doing? Just eating lunch? What the fuck? But give me like 2 minutes. I'll be quick. Oh, and I got to show you that package I was waiting on yesterday, which I finally got. It came in. I'm still waiting on another package, which probably won't be here for another week, maybe 2 at the most. That I'm more excited about. It's fucking awesome, I'm telling you. I really should have ate earlier. I'm sorry. Yeah, Nikki, I gotta eat. Willow had spaghetti. I love leftover spaghetti, especially when you put cheese on it, like a ridiculous amount of cheese. Marwin, I am eating chicken and mashed potatoes. And Andreas, I appreciate the props, but that was your trade, bro. That was your trade. And you guys got to drop gem emojis if we get 34,342.32. And Willow, I was going to say spaghetti with my Parmesan, if you know what I'm saying. Dude, I remember I got to tell you a story about that too when I come back. I'm going to tell you a story about Parmesan cheese at this restaurant I went to. I think the waitress knew I was fucking stoned because she was fucking with me. But let me give you some details in a minute. But I'm gonna tell you what happened. That shit was crazy. All right, I'm almost done. All right, we're back. Sorry, I just had to finish that real quick before I got too cold. Thanks for standing by. Kevin gets it. I learned to type playing Counter-Strike. We're talking like, bro, I have 16 years on Counter-Strike, okay? So do the math on that. I got a 16-year badge like a month ago. So 2023 minus 16 is 2007. That was the same year Call of Duty 4 came out. Don't ask me how I know that. Yeah, it was my mom got married that year. I remember coming home from the wedding and hopping on Call of Duty. You know, fuck that shit. Had to do it. You know what I mean? But anyway, let me tell you this story real quick. We go, right? Me and my friend, we went to this Italian restaurant on, well, you guys, you won't know where Highway 6 is at unless you're in Houston. But we went to this Italian restaurant, not like high scale, not like upscale restaurant, like decent, but better than Olive Garden. You know what I mean? Olive Garden is like the Taco Bell of Italian food, just so you know. But anyway, so we get there, and yeah, I happen to partake in some extracurricular activities on the way. All right. So, you know, we sit down and everything. It's me and my boy. His family is there too. I think it was his mom, maybe his dad or his sister. I don't know. It was like 4 of us. And bro, shit was crazy. I finally get my food. And the waitress, she's like, you know, the little cheese thing, right? And she gets me last. She's like, you want Parmesan cheese? I'm like, ask me a real question. You know, I was like, I'll let you know when. Bro, I shit you not. So she's sitting there grating the cheese, right? Then she leaves, comes back, and then keeps going. She had to like refill her brick of cheese. She had to fucking reload her cheese, bro. She had to reload the cheese. I was like, I ain't never seen no shit like that. But when I tell you that plate was covered, bro, it looked like, y'all ever seen Colorado? Y'all ever seen like mountains in Colorado and it's just like covered in snow? Couldn't even see the mountain. It's just straight snow. Oh yeah. That's how it was, bro. That's how it was, a mountain and you couldn't even see it. You couldn't tell if it was spaghetti or ravioli. You ain't know what I had on my plate. Yeah, I had never seen a waitress reload a brick of cheese. So that's how much was on there. All right. So if y'all ever come to Houston, I'll meet y'all for lunch, man, if you want to go somewhere. But just know we're getting bricks of fucking cheese. All right. Don't be a bitch, okay? All right, but anyway, on a more serious note, not that we're ever really serious here, but Wells Fargo pulling back a little bit. It's kind of a shame, but that's okay. That's okay. Look at that. We did talk about 44, 45, but the most recent price level we talked about was that 42, 41 level. I think that was the other day or last week sometime. I don't remember what days was what. Yeah, Leon, we live, you know what I'm saying? But yeah, so we actually met that yesterday, and then today's push is well above that. So we're moving on Wells Fargo, man. It's up 2%. It was up 3%, but now it's like 2.2% today. So we're moving. You know what I mean? And I am not going to do an in-depth video until we probably get at least 43 or 44. Well, we got 43 today. I'm tripping. 43.80s or 44. And then I'll do a more in-depth video. Okay. JP Morgan, it's moving. It's been slow. It's kind of like fucking up the options a little bit, but the shares are doing blessed. Okay. The shares are doing blessed. So we've been on a run. I mean, the last few days it hasn't done much, but today it's still moving towards that 145, 148 level. I like it. I like it. So there's some updates for you as well on Wells Fargo as well as JP Morgan. Okay, both bank stocks, both were given back in April, at some point in April. I don't remember. But I first brought it to your attention in early March when bank stocks were collapsing a little bit back in here. So everybody was shitting bricks. Everybody was wanting to short bank stocks. Everybody was, oh, fucking Silicon Valley Bank, whatever, all that. And I was saying, no, we're going long. Okay, especially with Wells Fargo. Now, to be fair, yeah, they did collapse and it's taken a while to come back, but that's how stocks operate. Stocks fall faster than they rise. Okay, bulls take the stairs, bears jump out the window. That's just how it is. Okay. But yeah, that was a contrarian idea, right? Observing the masses doing the opposite. It's not just something that we say, it's something that we actually do. All right. So we'll keep watching that. Okay. We will keep watching that. So for the afternoon session, I would not short. Okay. I did try to short the S&P earlier today, though. I'll tell you that. I tried to get too jiggy with it. Now, break even's better than a loss, of course. But I personally thought we were going to take the equal lows, which are now triple lows. So why did I break even? Because number one, I managed that trade very, very aggressively because, again, you got to understand, bullish on Dow, okay, period. Bullish on the daily. So on an intraday basis, could you take a reversal? Yeah, you could. but you have to really manage your expectations. Okay. So in here, and again, I'll probably speed run this in my market review as well. But it was actually that right there. So I did get a wick entry on that, but then it spent a lot of time in this up candle, and then I broke even, so that's okay. I watched the mitigation here, but even then, it never took the lows, and it's just back up since then. So it's like, what the fuck? But that was at least the idea. Okay, so this will happen. This will happen, guys. Okay, you'll find a good opportunity. You might even get a nice entry, but sometimes you'll just break even, or it just might go to your TP. Not quite. It'll stop short just a little bit and then reverse on you. You guys got to understand that that's how the markets operate sometimes. It doesn't matter. I mean, look how clean these lows are. The low on that candle is 44.07. The low on this candle, 44.07. That's exact. That is perfect. Look at this low, 44.07. What is this low? 44.07. It doesn't trade below 44.07 at all. It doesn't do it at all here. So yeah, it's stopped and turned on a dime. It happens. Okay? It happens. But the mindset should be, at least you didn't lose money. Okay, I actually got out with 1 point. But that's not, I mean, it's nothing to brag about. It covers commissions, of course, but that's nothing to be like, oh, buy my fucking course, you know? Like, not like that type of vibes. So it's okay. But so after I broke even, I watched it. I'm like, all right, well, that might be mitigation, but there's no imbalance that I'm looking at. Really? Below it a little bit, but even then, it's like, okay, so it hits that and then sinks, but never trades down there. So it was counter trend. It was not something that I would hold all day, and it was a break even. So it is what it is. Not that big of a deal. Other YouTubers, I do this every day, baby. No. Well, if you've seen my story, I mean, you know who's been fucking... You know, how is it that we call the low of a stock, but then we also call like lows of the day and like intra lows on indices? Like, get the fuck out of here. You know what I mean? Who else simultaneously does that? Question. No ego involved. It's just the truth. Who else does that shit? And then also gives you books to read at the same time. Like, dude, come on, man. Shit is easy. All right, that's a lie. The market trading is difficult. It is. But sometimes, every once in a while, I'm able to make it look easy. But that's only because we've been doing this shit a long time. Okay? A long time. But, yes. So, it's hard to frame along at this point between where we are as of right now. Okay, the morning session really had the opportunities. The mitigation that Andreas took, that was like the opportunity of today. If you didn't get in on any of these retracements here, which that was right during lunch anyway, so I wouldn't have. So again, it's hard to say what's going to happen the rest of the day, because it almost looks like it wants to trade lower to run trailing stops. But again, that's hard to justify for me personally because of where the Dow is at. I mean, it's so close to the daily triple highs. Okay, it doesn't have to get there today. I could be wrong, and this could just absolutely reverse lower. It could do that. But that's not what I think is going to happen. I think it's just going to keep drifting higher. I just feel like it's one of those days. Okay. Now, traders who were long this morning, these lows in here Could be a run on trailing stops. And where we are now, I mean, you have a few lows there, and you have a few lows over here as well. So it could do a number of things. I mean, it could come down, sweep that, and then trade up. It could do that. But I would feel, again, a lot more comfortable if I think the mitigation was here for the open market on like the future side. Like the futures, right? We looked at, and oh, that was actually right at the open, which my camera's probably in front of. So the mitigation actually was here. So the open market is when the futures came back to mitigate, retracement, and then trailing stop. So I would be comfortable holding longs if I was long. But to enter this late into the day, I'm usually not all that comfortable with. Okay? Especially now that you saw the S&P have these lows here and the triple lows here, because that could act as you know, price could come down here and run that. So I don't want to be longing if price is going to do something like that. You know, you see what I'm saying? So it's hard to say. But stocks are running, so that's fine. Any advice on keeping charts clean over time? Well, number one, Mr. George, is I don't give any advice. Okay? Nothing I tell you is advice. All right? So we'll start with that. But if you want to keep charts clean, what I would do is I color my charts. Right? The lines are liquidity. So you could have the skinny lines for intraday liquidity, and you could have, let's say, thicker lines for higher time frame liquidity to remind you. Okay? So you don't have to like type things out. I mean, you could if you wanted to, but if you're trying to keep your charts clean, I would color code the markups. But I would also have probably two charts. So you guys know I have two screens. I have one here, which you're looking at, and I have another one over here. So that has like my OBS, and it has the chat. So I can see the chat to talk to you and shit like that. So you could have an intraday chart on one screen, and you could have like a higher time frame chart on the other screen. And that other chart could be dirty. You know, high time frame markups, your time windows, all that kind of shit. And then you could just have your simple clean chart, your entry chart on one side. You know what I mean? But like my charts don't look like this. If anything, I would have like two lines on here earlier. The imbalance, I can see it. I don't need to mark it. Okay, the only thing that would have been on my chart is this. Not even the time window, because I knew it was before 11 anyway. So this is the only thing that would have been on my chart earlier today. As I'm shorting that right there. That's it. Because the only thing that I can see instantly is, you know, because your eyes are going to gravitate towards certain things. My eyes gravitate towards highs and lows, equal highs, equal lows, and imbalances, right? So my mind goes, okay, stops ran, open liquidity here. So what's the market going to do after it breaks down? It's going to retrace to go lower. That's in my mind. That's what I think it's going to do. Am I going to long with equal lows? No, that's one of the smart money trading rules that I gave you a few weeks ago, probably over a month ago now. I don't long when there's equal lows. All right. So I can't justify long. Can I justify short? Yeah, because there's equal lows and a higher high has already been made. So the probabilities is that it's going to go lower, in which it does short term, but longer term it's a little bit higher, and that's okay. But that's the idea, and that's how I keep my charts clean. It's simply just the two lines there, or no line up here and just the target. You could have just a target there if you want. But I think personally, you shouldn't try to, look cool or, spice things up until you really know like what you're doing. You know what I mean? Like in Call of Duty, for example, it defeats the purpose of buying weapon skins to look cool if you're not good at the game. You know what I mean? But when you get good at the game, then you get the skins for the razzle dazzle. You understand? So that's kind of how I think of it. I would focus. It's okay to keep your charts dirty. You're not trying to impress people. You're not trying to get people to buy your fucking course. You're trying to learn how the markets work. If anything, you're trying to make some fucking money. You know what I mean? Not that I would ever guarantee that, but that's the goal, right? So everything else after that is just extra, right? So that's my opinion. That's my opinion. But yeah, we'll give this a little bit of time, but we're not going to be here super long today. We're not going to be here for a long time today. My friends are out of town and they asked me to look after their house, and they have a cat. I need to go feed the cat. You know what I mean? And I'll probably read a book as well. Put my feet in the pool. Little glass of whiskey, maybe a cigar. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Probably in the evening though, because it's fucking hot, dude. It is hot as fuck. Right now, it's not fucking 90. That's bullshit. All right. It's 94. A high of 97. Okay, so it's hot as shit. But that's okay. That's all right. So in the evening time when it cools off, oh yeah, cigar and whiskey time. You already know. Oh yeah, British pound. That's right. I did tell you I'd go over that later. So we'll hang out for a little bit. Let the Dow do its thing. So the imbalance we marked up, we got an initial reaction right back up again. So that means the dollar is probably lower. Still respecting that gap though. As of right now, at least. That is interesting. But let me see. Ooh. I don't know. 124.65. 124. Oh, 24.65. Is that where you're long at, or is that what you have a target for? Like what is 24.65? What is right there? We got this old eyeball there too. And I'll probably, matter of fact, I'll just delete everything. Leave it at that. Oh, your entry was there off the 15-minute? 24. Oh, shit. You said 24.65. I'm tripping. All right, close enough. So you were long from last week on Thursday or what? I don't know what's going on right there. I mean, maybe that, but that's like a run on stops, break of structure, and then this down candle there, I guess. Or maybe that down candle below a low, maybe. I mean, it looks good though. It was a while back. I would have shitted bricks here though. Being up 127, seeing it retrace 108, and then rallying another 130. I would be, yeah, I'd be shitting bricks probably. Do you ever use a reference major quarter points like, yeah, of course, Tom. I wrote about that in my book, you silly goose. Zeros, 20s, 50s, and 80s. And I referenced quarters theory. So yes, of course. Absolutely. But hey, a good trade's a good trade. This is what, like, I couldn't have held through that. I wouldn't have. Knowing me, won't happen. But I'm glad you were able to do that though. Me personally, I just can't do it, bro. I cannot sit through 100 pips of drawdown. I cannot do it, bro. Can't. You couldn't even pay me to do it. John, we'll give you fucking $1,000 if you sit through drawdown overnight. Oh, no. Can't do it. Keep it. Keep your fucking money. Emotionally, I just can't do it. Stocks a little bit different because they're not like leveraged. Options are, yeah, but not like Forex or futures. Oh God, no. No. Couldn't do it. But yeah, all time frames. So like the quarter levels or the quarter points, shit like that's going to happen on every time frame as well. Okay. Let's put our time windows up here for the afternoon. 12. And that's tomorrow, but that's the open of tomorrow. So it could still happen today if we continue to drift higher. It just, I mean, you know, that's the higher time frame context, and I don't want to see it trade lower. Run on stops, break of structure. I mean, again, these lows could be swept, but I don't think this low would be taken. I think we would rather trade up here before trading below this low, unless I'm just wrong, because that's always on the table. But like, if I was looking for shorts, like let's just say we were bearish, okay? Gotta go to work. All right, Andreas, have fun. We'll talk to you later. Keep in mind the market review comes out later tonight as well. Felix, I'm not going to recommend any brokers. You're going to have to do your own research on that. Okay? I mean, maybe one day. Maybe one day I'll fucking have an affiliate link or some shit, but not today. Like, let's say we were looking for shorts because it's like, oh, well, recent high was taken and you have equal lows down here. You know, oh, the market broke structure and now it's back up. Okay. By itself, sure. I could see why somebody thinks that. But if you look at it now, if you've ever listened to how I teach you guys about trade management, right? Time is a factor. Time spent at an imbalance, time spent at an up candle is a factor. Okay? So if I was short right now, I wouldn't say miserable, but I mean, it's just not trading lower yet. You know what I mean? So like trying to short, I feel like traders are trying to short this market. And every time it does drop off, it makes a new high. Sells off a little bit, makes a new high. Sells off a little bit, trades right back up again. So I feel like if you ever had one of those days before, have y'all ever had one of those days where you just stick to your bias no matter what? You try to long, it comes back down. You try to long, it comes back down. And that's frustrating, isn't it? And what happens? It just keeps going lower and lower and lower because you happen to be long, or you happen to want to be long, but yet somehow the market convinces you to go long and then it just trades right back down again. All right. That, I think, is that type of day. I think other people are having that type of day. I think a lot of people are going, CPI was ass, you know, inflation is X, Y, and Z. The market should be trading lower, but it's higher. Oh, the market's irrational. The market's not fucking irrational. You're fucking irrational. You know what I mean? Your interpretation is irrational. That's what it really is. You think the market's going to move on an intraday basis based off of long-term fundamentals? That doesn't make sense. It makes no sense at all. So again, I just feel like traders are trying to short this, and I think just the market's going to rip their face off and end up trading higher. I think it'll give them a little bit and then just keep going. So, I mean, I think it makes sense, right? Drift higher, come down for stops. So get shorts in thinking that it's going to go lower and then just jam that shit up. And just give everybody who's trying to short the middle finger. Okay, that's what I think. But if I'm wrong, that's okay. I'm not in any futures position right now. I'm just long those particular stocks, JP Morgan, Wells Fargo. I have a little bit of Netflix, not a lot. I really don't care for Netflix all that much, just like as a company. But to be fair, their weekly's been fucking smashing it. They were down at the 180s. We're up at 430s. So, I mean, they definitely pulled back the last year. But I don't have like enough of this to pay attention to. You know? So I'm not really too worried about it. But Wells Fargo, JP Morgan, like they're doing good. So I'm not trying to rush into anything. But if I was rushing to get into something, like if I absolutely had to take a trade today, I would probably want to fade these lows or this imbalance maybe here. If it happens to get down there. But I don't think it's going to. Does that make sense? What is the difference between tier 1 and tier 2? Well, let me put it to you this way. Tier 1 will get you the sniper next to your name. I don't know about chat emojis. I haven't checked. I made them earlier this year, so I don't know. But tier 2 definitely gets you the sniper next to your name, as well as the chat emojis. Now, the videos that I put out, okay, I can make them tier specific. So for example, my Tuesday market reviews. All right. So every Tuesday, let me just write this down so I make sure I'm saying this correctly. On Tuesdays, the market review is for tier 1 and tier 2 members. Okay. On Thursday, the market review is only for tier 2 members. Okay. Now, the reason for that is just because of fairness, right? Tier 2 pays twice as much as tier 1. So it would make sense that for the market reviews, they should get more content. That's just fair, right? Now, what I'm going to work on relatively soon, okay, because I don't want to promise you a date, but relatively soon, we should have a tier 3, which I do want to possibly connect to a Discord or a Telegram, like something where we can all come together, because there's 80 of you now. I don't know if you looked at that. I have it up here on your screen. You can see it. Oh, keep it here. On your screen, right here, it says member goal 80 out of 100. So we have 80 members now. So I want to be able to have a central location where all of you can interact with each other, post charts, markups, whatever, have conversations, ask bullshit if you want, like whatever. Okay. So I just have to figure out how we're gonna make that work. Okay. But right now, that's pretty much the only difference, the only noticeable difference between the two. So you get twice as many market reviews on tier 2 than 1. And let me look at something real quick. I can give you a little bit more details. But I wouldn't be too worried about it, bro. Those memberships are fucking cheap. Like stupid cheap. And there's that little run on those lows there. So we'll see if this ends up being a reversal to go higher. Or if we just continue sinking, then that probably would convince me that. Like if we just drop below this low, like if we just completely obliterate that, that might give us the emphasis to retrace and then go low for these lows. But we'll have to watch it. What was I saying? The memberships. That's right. I don't remember. Oh, and I think I get to add 1 or 2 more emojis, so I'll definitely have to do that later. I think I got to do this in like the back office, like on a different page. I'll have to do that later. I don't think I can do that right now. Okay. So the tier 1, you do get the badges and the emojis already. Okay. And then you get the live chats too. So like right now I can make the stream membership only. Okay. So there it is. Bam, right there. So now anyone who's not a member cannot comment, can't ask questions. They can watch. The stream is still free to watch. They just won't be able to participate. Okay. Now if I turn on the members only live stream, I think according to what it says here, I think that's for tier 2 only. And then, like I said, the videos are the videos I can make member specific. Okay. But yeah, tier 3 is going to have a little bit more stuff. over like right now. Oh shit, that does remind me. I don't know who asked about the book of the month. I'll bring that back. I was kind of an asshole about it the other day, I'll be honest. I kind of gave you an asshole answer. Because I was like, nah, y'all don't fucking read, so I won't do it. That was kind of that was a very asshole thing to say. I apologize. But there's a few of you that have been asking about it. So if it's due to high enough demand, then I'll go ahead and bring it back. Okay. So I'll bring back book of the month. And that usually is the last Thursday of the month. That's usually going to be the last Thursday of every month. And then I will also bring back the homework assignments. Now, I'm not going to look at them. I don't have time for that shit. So I'll tell you what to study or like a study recommendation, but I'm not going to expect you to like email me or none of that shit. Okay. Now that will be probably in the market review videos because that's not going to be like public. I probably won't do that for the public stream. Okay. Is it worth day trading big stocks like Tesla or JP Morgan like a mini lot on MT4? That's up to you, man. That's up to you. I don't think I've even traded stocks on like CFDs. I don't think I've even done that before. And yeah, 2020, we got to 80 members already. 80 just like that. So that's why our goal has moved from 75. We smashed that. Now our goal is 100. See that? We might be at 81 today. I think because if there was like one or two that joined earlier today, which I counted. Tried to catch you at 7 p.m. Eastern, but couldn't. Guess I'm not eligible. So the market reviews are not live streams. If you go to the page, that's been updated. Okay. So if you go to like the main page, the home page, where it has the golden sniper, it says John Fib, and it says live analysis Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, and Friday at 1 p.m. Eastern. And it says market review Tuesdays and Thursdays at 7 p.m. Eastern. Those market reviews are not live. Okay. And I think I explained this yesterday, but I'll tell it to you again. The reason for that is because the market reviews, I want to make like 20 minutes or less. Cut, straight to the point, no bullshitting around, no fluff, no, coughing and sneezing and all that shit. Cussing probably too. Because, I put that out in the evening because I want people to have something to look forward to, right? I want something to have that people can get value from without having to watch a live stream. Live streams an hour, 2 hours. Some of them are 3 hours long. Nobody's going to come home and watch a 3-hour fucking live stream replay. They're not going to do that. But they'll watch a 15, 20-minute video. And so I can give you all that juice in 15 minutes. And I know people are tired. You get up early, you work all day, you come home. You don't want to sit there and watch a 3-hour fucking stream. You might watch a 3-hour movie like Godfather. My hats off to you on that one. But when it comes to like learning a skill set, people just don't have that kind of time. It's hard enough for me to get people to read 10 pages a day. Hey, read for 10 minutes or read for 20 minutes a day. It's fucking hard enough to get people to do that. So I know you're not going to want to watch a 3-hour video or even a 1-hour video. 20 minutes is good enough. So that's the purpose of that, okay? Sometimes I try to rewatch these long sessions to catch something when I miss what happened. Yeah. Well, and I mean, you could always watch it, like go, okay, well, what time was this set up? And then you can go back to that time in the video, like, oh, did we look at that before it happened or as it's happening? Like, what were we watching as price was printing, or what were we looking for before price printed? You know what I mean? That way you can kind of see, like, oh, we're looking for these lows to be ran, or we're waiting to see how price reacts at a certain low or whatever. Like, that's, you can do that too, but it's just a little bit more work, and you got to just find it in the video, like where it's at. But I'll leave that for you. I mean, if that's something you want to do, go for it. But yeah, there's all types of lessons and shit. If you want to sit through all the live sessions, just a lot of time, that's all. And that's why I'd rather have market reviews. Because that's what I would want. Literally, I give you guys what I want. Like, if I had to go back and do this again, what I would want from somebody, that's what I give you. Because I can promise you on everything I love, I'd go fuck a 3-hour video. Give me 20 minutes. And that's just what I believe, man. Some people don't believe in that. Some people do. But we you know, we're adults here. You can agree to disagree. It's fine. I don't think people agree with some of the things I say either. Oh, John, you cuss a lot. They, you know, people get it on Gary V about that. Gary V, you fucking cuss a lot. You know, whatever, man. I'm here to teach whoever wants to fucking learn. You see who's getting sniper entries. You see who's calling moves before they happen. And you're free to learn from whoever you want. Doesn't got to be me. So, anyway. We had a very exciting morning in price action. A lot of volatility this morning, open market coming off of that CPI. But this afternoon has been uneventful. Hasn't seen a whole lot of movement. Right? We got a little razzle dazzle, and then we've been stuck in this range. Look how long we've been here. Like in this. We've been here for a while. 11:20, 12:21. So it's been almost 2 hours of nothing distinctive. 2 hours of like nothingness. So for today, I think that to me would be the line in the sand, I think, for me. So I wouldn't want to see price trade below that imbalance. For the Dow, at least. I wouldn't want to see that. SPY hasn't taken this low yet. So our current afternoon low is here. We haven't taken that yet. The Dow does happen to be lower because there's our 12 o'clock, and then so we are lower there, and that could be an indication that it's running stops. It could be. Triple Qs, it's hard to say. We have a little trend line here though, so it might come back for that a little bit, but I wouldn't put too much faith in shorting that. And we're actually below the open there on the triple Qs, because we opened with that gap, came back in, at least on the sell side, came back up, and now it's like below the open here. Whereas the Dow is way above the open. The S&P is also above the open. So that's a little bit strange. But yeah. So if it were me, I'm just watching the two. I would watch the two. I would see what we do here on the S&P, like how we react to that low. Because if we don't react like bullishly, we'll probably come for these lows. The Dow, if we are bullish, then I think, again, this would be the last line of defense. If I can put this in the back. Like, I would want to long this, but I'm not going to. Okay, so again, I'm not telling you to long this. I'm not saying this is a live trade or anything like that. But if I happen to be bullish, this would probably be it. But the only thing stopping me from going long here is those triple lows on S&P. That. Okay, so it has picked up some speed, and we did leave behind. There's a gap right there. There's actually a couple different gaps, but you have a gap right there and a gap right here and an imbalance here. So if you look at it as a shift or a break in market structure, I guess you do have that. So it doesn't look like a stop run quite yet. And again, I wouldn't long with equal lows. So to me, those lows are going to be on the table easily. Again, just my opinion. It's not advice. I'm not telling you to trade your account, okay? I'm just giving you analysis. That's all it is. It's live analysis, okay? But I'm going to make it where subscribers can chat to versus just members only for today. But now this actually has my interest now, because we were not doing shit for a while, and now we're actually getting something. So now, instead of wanting to leave, I'm gonna stay here for a minute now. Because now I'm curious. This is when I would cut on. I mean, I have music in the background, but this is when I would cut on music and start paying attention now. Make sense? And I can't tell. Did we make a higher high here? Yeah, we did. Okay. So yeah, there's our current morning low, current high, liquidity here, imbalance here. So, but that's really all that we have. We don't have a mitigation setup per se. Like I don't see a mitigation model here. That would be the only thing that this trade idea would be based off of. It's just this imbalance here. But we have wicked the fuck out of that. I usually don't short going into a candle like that either. Yeah, I'm not going to do anything here. What do you guys think? What are y'all watching? Are y'all watching this too? Or are y'all watching something else? Got good sleep and had an energy drink. Still yawning, bro. It's crazy. Willow's still here? Well, I mean, there's 30 of you here. I mean, I know somebody's here. You guys are watching this? You guys are all watching? Cool. Cool. Yeah, so we'll give this a few candles. Well, you're not wrong. You're not wrong. Felix, what are you cooking? What do you got going on? Don't tell me vegan either. If Felix, if you're a vegan, I gotta revoke your membership. You'll be the first membership revoked. Banned. I'm just kidding. You can be vegan if you want to. I don't care. Managing gold shorts. You're in a short at 34.80. 34.80 on what? Ibrahim watching on TV? Nice. Oh, chicken and rice. Yeah, I had a lot of chicken and rice the last couple weeks. Lemon pepper chicken. Dude, I had 5 cheese or 4 cheese rice-a-roni. Delicious. It probably has a lot of salt in it though. Probably has sodium. But what are you gonna do? Everything in America is fucking bad for you. Ain't shit good in America, man. None of the food we have here is good. Even the all-natural shit is bad. Oh man. So yeah, I like the idea for shorts, but I'm not confident enough because Dow has those triple highs on the daily. In the morning I already broke even. And this to me, I'm just not going to pull the trigger. This is what I'm watching though. I'm watching this, but I'm not going to trade this live. It just doesn't seem right. Dow's respecting that imbalance as of right now. Triple Qs. I don't know. Short-term low. This looks almost like a stop run though. I can tell you that. It almost looks like that. So if I was bearish, I would be shorting this, but I don't like how we came off of that. I'm gonna remain neutral. I don't have enough confidence to put money on either direction at the moment. Because right now I'd be wanting to long Dow but short S&P, and that's not advantageous. I mean, sure, we'll fucking what, long Dow, short S&P, and then screenshot whichever one wins, right? Is that what people do? Isn't that what people do, right? 4380 on S&P. Which S&P are you talking about, Leon? 99.9% of grocery store products contain poison of some form. I agree. 100%. I just got these recently. I showed you guys on my story, I think. Good old Kodiak bear bites. Look at that. Can you see it? Baked graham crackers. The only thing I don't like, though, look, Kodiak is great, but their stuff has a lot of sugar. Their stuff has a lot of sugar. Well, not a lot, but I mean, who really eats one portion of something, right? Oh, 8 servings. 8 servings per container. Bitch, I'm eating this in 2. You know what I mean? That's if I don't bang the box the first time around. Fucking 8 servings. What the fuck do I look like? A grown-ass man. You talking about 8 servings for this whole box. Dude, give me like 10 minutes and this box is gone. What are you talking about? And munchies not required. Munchies not required, bro. Man, oh man. These next couple candles are going to be important. But this is interesting, what we do here. Well, it says even worse with the munchies. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. I understand. I understand. Munchies are just for the extra calories. You know, when I was younger, I got the munchies a lot when I used to partake. But I don't really get munchies like that anymore. The whole fridge will be gone. Shit, dude. That's quite a lot of food there, Alex. Well, it's back into that potential imbalance. And ES hasn't done a lot just yet. Because like we dug into it here. We dug into it again. But it's not doing anything significant yet. Yeah. Triple Qs haven't done all that much either. 125. So we're coming up on the last 5 minutes of a 30-minute candle. Like a 15-minute candle close as well. You know, hard to say at the moment. Have I ever fallen asleep while eating before? Man, that's another level of fucking fat. You know what I mean? Like, look, I'm not judging, man, but if you fall asleep eating, there's no way you're not like 400, 500 pounds. There's just no way. I mean, I'd have to at least put the plate down and lay on the couch or something. There's just no way. I've never woken up like with a face full of spaghetti or some shit. Like woke up and it's like, oh, I was sleeping on my spaghetti. Like that's never happened. That's never happened. I mean, yeah, no, that's never happened before. All right, so now it looks like it's extending lower a little bit. It looks that way. But we're getting some small range candles here. We'll have to give us a little bit more time. Such a waste of perfectly good spaghetti. Yeah, I agree. I agree. So now there's a little bit of emphasis on a downside. There's some emphasis, excuse me. Two minutes and this candle will close. So we went from like 44.15, maybe 15 and a half, down to 44.10. Now we're in 44.09s. It only has to go to 44.07 to meet the lows. It wouldn't just do that, I think. I think it would trade probably into 06 or 05. So, again, coming off of what we talked about yesterday. Oh, John, that's only 5 points. That's only 7 points. Okay. Well, from 44.15 to 44.09, that's 6 points at $50 a point. That's a $300 move you just saw in 10 minutes. There's your fucking low, 44.06. There's your 05. Can we get 05? What was the low? 05.25. Not quite. If it was me, I would want 4405. It's just a 5 level. And it's a 2-point run below the lows. I mean, it doesn't have to, but look at that shit. Look at that. Not bad. It didn't get to 5. It went to 4405 and a quarter. Maybe I'm wrong, folks. Maybe I'm wrong. But we're not done. We're not done. Can we get 05? Can we get it? There's 525. One more tick. One more tick. Please. I want to be right. I just want to be right. Oh, 06. Come on. Maybe, maybe not. I don't know. Maybe, maybe not. Leon hit TP. Look at that shit. Very nice. All right, I can't leave yet. Unless this thing pulls back to the 10 or 12, then I'll say we'll be done for today. I just want to see if we get 4405. Now, realistically, this is great partials, just so you know. Or, I mean, you could, if I was in on this, yeah, I'd probably collapse the whole thing here. If you cannot take partials. There's 05.5. Can we get 05? Come on. So close. So close. Unless the algorithm's watching our YouTube. And they're going, nah, we'll stop at like 1 tick. We'll stop at 1 tick and then we'll fucking bounce. You guys having fun or what? You guys like watching the market do its thing or what? All right, there's 5.5 again. Let's get to 5. 5.25. 5.25. There it is. 4405. We push past it to the 4404s. Get the fuck out of here. There's the 3s. Let's go. Let's go. Study that. Study that. Again, I didn't take this. I wasn't confident enough to take it. But at least you watched it. You fucking watched it, ladies and gents. Wham bam. Thank you, ma'am. Look at that. Imagine getting rid of an educator that does shit like that. Fucked up. You, my friend, fucked up. And that's it. That is going to be all for today. We had our fun. We finally got some movement. We finally got something more than just consolidation. We got some shake and bake. Now, if you watched a 1 minute time, I didn't. I briefly looked at the 1 minute. I was more concerned with the 5 minute, but if you do fine tune it a little bit, you do have a small imbalance right there. Look at that. Look at that. Imagine. Just imagine. That's pretty clean. Which you already know the Dow Jones is going to bust through that. It busted that. See, that's not what I would want if I was wanting to be long on Dow. But now do you see? Let me turn down the volume real quick. Here, I'll end it with this. And I'll put this in our market review later as well. You remember how I said this would be the last line in the sand, right? Like I wouldn't want to see us trade below this low. But do you see why I said I'm not going to long that? Did you notice that? I'm not going to long this. Why? Because the S&P has the lows. So the S&P could essentially drag the Dow Jones down with it. You should only watch one asset. Look what we're doing here, bro. Look what we're doing here. We're watching moves unfold. And we're justifying why that imbalance wouldn't be worth longing. That's discernment, folks. That's fucking discernment. That's skill. That's real fucking skill. Okay? We didn't long that either. Even though it kind of looked like a stop run there for a minute. It kind of did. But then we don't long when there's equal lows. Pretty fucking cool, isn't it? So I wonder how many viewers we can get to. Because, dude, I'm telling you, I see other guys, other girls on YouTube, they're getting 700-800 people. But they're not doing this. They're not pointing out some shit that maybe takes like a point or two of drawdown before it busts the other way. You don't see them doing that shit. But you do see that here. Oh, we watched it, bro. You watched your charts, man. So that's pretty cool if you ask me. I would want somebody to do that if I was brand new. Because we pointed out this imbalance. Now, again, just for clarification, I didn't take this trade, okay? I wasn't confident enough to put money on that. And that's okay. People be upset that they miss moves. I purposely didn't take it. All right? But now you understand a little bit about liquidity, and you understand why sometimes good setup, or shit, the Dow, why sometimes even good setups don't pan out. Now you understand why. Okay? That's a real skill set to have. Oh man, why didn't my imbalance work? Because you're fucking watching one asset because you're listening to some goofball on Twitter saying only watch one asset, one time frame. Why? Why would you do that? Because they don't know, bro. They don't know. They don't know. Okay? They don't know. And I think we actually made it to this old gap too. I think we made it to that. I definitely wouldn't have held it that long, but it definitely has traded back into that. That's interesting. But yeah, look at that. Imbalance. to liquidity or imbalance to gap. Oh man, but that's not a big fucking move. 10 points, that's $500 per contract. That means one contract here in 45 minutes would have been $500. Don't fucking talk to me about, oh, moves aren't that big. You tell me any job that you can sign up for where tomorrow you can bank $500 in 1 hour or less. Unless you're robbing a bank or robbing someone's house or winning the lottery, you're not getting, you know, someone's probably 1 week paycheck in 45 minutes. You're not doing it. You're not fucking doing it. Or selling drugs. Yeah, that's true too, Willow. That's true. It didn't cross my mind, but you're right. You're absolutely right. Is it better to be overrated or underrated? Dude, I've always been underrated, fam. I always have been. Dude, Naruto. My book went #1 on Amazon. Okay? I had over 130, 140 recordings. Okay? I'm giving you market pinpoint accuracy. Drawdown, what is that? But you don't see me on flyers. You don't see me on fucking, you know, Zoom calls and shit. You don't see that. I don't get invited to those things. I don't have awards, bro. Nobody gave me an award. I didn't get a certificate. Shit, I didn't even get a thanks. I didn't get nothing. Zero. It's always been that way, bro. But that's okay because I'm not here for awards. I'm not here for certificates or for flyers. I'm not here for that shit. I'm here for you. Okay? I'm here for you so you can grow and elevate and learn how to do shit like this. I told you yesterday. Remember I posted yesterday that blue arrow and the red arrow and I said, I will teach you how to do this. Did we not just do that today? I don't get the spotlight, bro. But I don't live for the spotlight, dude. I don't live or trade for flyers. I don't trade to be on stage. I don't give a shit about any of that. It would be nice, don't get me wrong. It would be nice. Recognition is fun, don't get me wrong. But that's not why I do this shit. That's why I don't mind being on YouTube. I get to reach a bigger audience and I don't have to worry about any of that stuff. Now I got to buy a suit. Now I got to, you know, book plane tickets and Airbnbs and go do this and go. Man, fuck all that, bro. I'm in shorts and a t-shirt right now. I'm about to go have a cigar and whiskey at my fucking friend's house, put my feet in the pool. That's what I want to do. I don't need all that extra shit. Attention is fun. Don't misinterpret it. Okay? You know, I've been in rooms where people were chanting my name and shit. That is lovely. I liked it. Don't get me wrong. I mean, I think anybody would. But that's not why I do this, bro. I do this because I want people to hit me up like, hey, man, I got funded. Hey, man, I just hit my first withdrawal. You know? Stuff like that. People got families, bro. People got kids to look after or mortgages to pay, cars to pay off, medical debt. People got shit to do, man. I'm doing my fucking best here to be able to help you out with that. Maybe you're not a day trader. That's okay. All right. You know, oh, John, all he talks about is fucking day trading. You know, all this fucking 1 minute, 5 minute bullshit. Okay. Well, what the fuck, man? I gave you Wells Fargo down here at the 36. It's at 42. Even if you flopped the entry, it's still up 13% in less than 90 days. You show me any fucking bank that's getting you 13% in 90 days. I'll give you $10,000 right now if you can do that. You show me a bank that'll give you 13% less than 90 days. I'll give you 10K right now. I'll give it to you. They don't do that. They don't do that. Okay? They don't even give you 13% in a year. And that was provided for you, flopping the entry, and where current price is now, still 13%. Come on, bro. Banks aren't doing that. I appreciate the comment, Naruto. Integrity is a very strong word. It's a strong word, man. It is. But look, man. It's not about awards and certificates and flyers or anything. It's not about that. If you're a trader, it's about making money, okay? At the end of the day. You don't have to catch big moves. This right here, that's enough. Okay? Now, I'm definitely not telling you to trade futures. But let's just say you took micros, $5 a point. Okay. 10 points, maybe 9 points, maybe you fucked up the entry. Okay. Well, that's $45. Maybe you took 2 contracts, that's $90. $90. All right. Well, how much is a fucking membership on YouTube? $10. 10 fucking bucks. $10 a month. Is this worth it? Let me ask you that real quick and then we'll hop off because I'm done. We're done. No more today. This is it. Is it worth it? Is it worth it to watch somebody do that? Even if it's only a couple of points? Pinpoint accuracy? Is it worth paying $10 a month? Because I promise you, tier 3 is not going to be $10 a month. It's not going to be. It's going to be more than that. Because at this point, me doing this, well, essentially for free. Because the live stream is free for the public. You know, it's going to be more because it's disrespectful to the skill set, and it's devaluing the skill set. You know what I mean? So, I mean, it's not going to be crazy. I'm not going to make you pay $100 a month for tier 3. It's not going to be $100 a month. It's going to be less than that. But that is part of why I do this as well, because I believe that if you have a skill set, okay? If you have a skill set, whether it's painting or trading or underwater basket weaving, it doesn't matter. If you have a skill set, I think you should be able to make money from that skill set. Okay? So it's not a bad thing to sell the skill set. Okay? It's not bad. You hear people all the time, right? Oh, well, you know, if you can trade so good, then, you know, why do you sell memberships, or why do you have a course, or whatever? And it's like, well, dude, if you do everything for free, people aren't going to value that. But people pay attention when they pay for it. I don't mind supporting creators. I like it. There was a guy playing Clash of Clans. I was watching him a couple years ago. I gave him some money too. Because I like seeing creators, video gamers, whatever, you know, doing their thing. I'm not really into fitness. Yeah, obviously you can tell. But, you know, if there's someone out there that is showing you exercise routines, diets, and recipes, and I would support them easily, especially if they undersold themselves. Be like, oh man, you're selling a recipe book for like $30. I'm going to hop on that. I get a badass recipe book and I get to support somebody that's helping me be more healthy. Shit. That's a win-win, brother. That is a win-win. So, you know, don't let people talk a bunch of bullshit. But I also believe that that was what I was trying to say. Is you should make money from your skill set, but at the same time, you shouldn't have to charge people a ridiculous amount of money. You know, I'm not going to charge you $200 a month, you know, for, excuse me, I'm not going to charge you $200, you know, a month for access to like Discord and videos and shit like that. I'm not even going to charge you $100 a month for that shit. But there is like a golden mean, as the Stoics would say, you know, where there's a certain amount, most, let me tell you this real quick too, side conversation or sidebar, side note, whatever. You know, those people who, and listen, I don't care who this offends. I really don't give a fuck. But these people that go, oh, you made it to this event, or you made it to this or that on your last dollar. That to me is probably one of the worst decisions that you can do. Oh, I went to this conference. It was I bought the plane ticket and I bought the tickets, and that's all the money I had left. I think that's totally retarded. Financially, that was fucking dumb. And two, that money could easily just be spent somewhere else. You know what I mean? Like, events are cool, conferences are cool, workshops are cool, don't get me wrong. But it's like, bro, if you do things like that with the last couple $100 that you have, don't do that. I don't believe in that. If someone came to me and they were like, yo, John, I've got like $100 left, and you know, I want to be able to purchase your membership, your YouTube membership. Don't stick to what's free. Stick to the live sessions, but you don't need to support me. You need to support yourself first. Okay? Now, when you get on your feet, all right, you can get a membership or whatever. But you know, if you're down on your last, bro, you got some things to handle, man. You got some shit that you got to do. Okay? The little $5 or $10, you know what I mean, from one or two people, I don't need that. I want to give you guys an opportunity to show, you know, respect and stuff like that for the skill set that I'm giving you. But I'm not asking for that. I'm not saying you have to. You don't. But I'm telling you specifically, if you know somebody that's down on their last, don't buy my YouTube, bro. Don't do it. You need to invest into yourself, like somewhere else. I'd rather have you buy a book, to be honest. I'd rather have you buy Discipline is Destiny or Meditations, or, you know, something to that effect, because that, I think, would serve you more, you know, that would serve you well. Okay? So that is what I'm gonna leave you guys with today. So hopefully you had fun. I'm not gonna look at crypto. I think somebody asked about that earlier. I totally skipped over that. I'm sorry. Appreciate the comments, Willow. But yeah, I'm not really good at crypto, man. And that's why I don't look at it. I'm just not good at crypto. Crypto projects, I've lost thousands and thousands of dollars on crypto projects that flopped, NFTs that flopped. I'm just not the person you want to listen to when it comes to NFTs or anything crypto related. All right. You want to go ask Zach and Jordan. You want to go ask Siva maybe, but not me. All right. I can't help you there. I'm just not good. It's not where I'm good at. It would be a disservice if I gave you something with crypto. It ain't me. So it's not that I don't want to, or it's not that I want to ignore you. It's just, it's like asking a plumber to fix the fucking electrical wiring in the walls. Like, it's just not the skill set, you know? So that's why. Metaverse HQ once these Apple glasses drop, about to be bake and bake. Very nice. Very nice. But yeah, y'all be blessed. We'll be here tomorrow. Market review. You know what? I got to do the market review early today because I'm going to go to my friend's house here in a minute, and I'm going to be over there for a while. So the market review I'll put out early today. And I'll go over this, and I'll go over yesterday's price action as well. We went over that. We watched that live. Not that I told you to take that, but we did watch that live. And I don't remember what we did yesterday. I think it was a short yesterday. No, we longed that yesterday. We longed that in here. So finesse that on Monday. And we watched this today. So I mean, the precision is there, you know? So yeah, y'all be blessed. I'll see you guys tomorrow.